This is a bit of a new format for our channel, 808 CJK. We have previously been making animated videos on learning Chinese, Japanese, and Korean in a comparative method. We're not stopping on that, and but I thought it would be interesting to try something different to bring in more of a personal touch. So yeah, I'm Sing Hao. I created the channel 808 CJK, and I've been interested in languages for a long time, but I'm not like a prodigy. Like I have only had like my two languages of like English and Mandarin for I'll say most of my life up till I was like 22. Actually, my main interest is not in Japanese or Korean. I usually work on dead languages, so I mainly do Latin, a bit of ancient Greek and Sanskrit, and I do read a lot of classical Chinese for my academic work. Yeah, but I've always really liked Japanese. I mean, I'm a weeb lah. I really want to learn Japanese before One Piece ends, so I can catch up to it and maybe not get any spoilers, right? So, and it was only then that I really figured out how to learn languages, and yeah, and it started making sense for me. And because of that experience, I do think that there are better and worse ways of learning languages. Even though any time you put in is helpful, there are better ways. There are better ways to make your time count, or there are ways to learn more with the same amount of time. Yes, I started this channel because I thought there was the most logical and efficient way of learning Japanese and Korean, or the method is via the characters shared amongst Chinese, Japanese, and Korean. And I was quite surprised that no one had ever created a systematic and rigorous learning materials for learning in this way. And so I was quite frustrated by the lack, and eventually I decided to just make it myself. But now that these materials are being made, I think I would like to make use of them. So I suppose this video is me sort of taking my own advice and trying really to, seeing if what I'm prescribing actually works well. And I think it does, or it seems almost impossible that it wouldn't work. But yeah, I'm gonna try it and it'll be fun. And so starting from the 1st of July, I will be spending 6 months to try and learn as much Japanese and Korean as I can. So from 1st of July to 31st December. That means that by the start of 2023, hopefully I will be quite proficient in Japanese and Korean, in addition to my native Mandarin. I would also like to cast a spotlight on neglected Chinese dialects. So I do plan to do some interviews with like language learning experts and perhaps people who work on Chinese dialects. And with that, I hope that we can, not just learn languages together, but also appreciate the culture and heritage that all these languages carry with them. And to be clear, I'm not going to be devoting my whole life to language learning. I'm still a college student. I have a lot of schoolwork, a lot of personal projects. So I think it is quite a realistic reflection of a typical language learner. And so I hope it would be interesting and maybe encouraging to see how much progress can be made within 6 months. And perhaps you will be inspired to try it with me. So I'm thinking of giving it like a hashtag of like a CJK challenge. I don't know lah. Maybe it's a bit cheesy, but it would be fun if more people did it with me. And maybe if you would like to study Chinese, Japanese, and Korean with me for the next 6 months, you are free to do so, and I'll be really happy to chat with you and interact and encourage each other. I think it's going to be fun, and I guess thank you to everyone who have been watching, and especially to everyone in the team who has been putting in their time and energy to really do the research, write scripts, and produce the character videos. Yeah, if you find me annoying, just don't watch this video. The usual videos are still gonna happen.